Change is happening faster than ever. It's no wonder finance team leaders find themselves in positions of ever-increasing responsibility, pressured to drive more value and efficiency in a high-stakes business environment. Financial planning and analysis leaders play a crucial role in determining and driving financial health and resilience by performing budgeting, forecasting, and analysis to support faster, smarter business decisions. Despite these increased expectations, too many FP&A teams still rely on outdated tools and manual processes, spending more time in spreadsheets and less time leading proactive planning decisions. There's a better way. Introducing intelligent financial planning, only from Board. In this demo, we'll show you how today's and tomorrow's FP&A leaders can reposition their business for agility, efficiency, and sustainable growth. Let's get started. Our FP&A application's home screen gives me access to every part of my financial planning process, from multi-year strategic planning to monthly forecasting and reporting. It also enables me to synchronize financial planning with enterprise-wide operational planning processes to drive better financial outcomes. Strategic planning starts with the definition of a baseline for the financial performance of my business in the coming years. It can be configured without coding to define the desired drivers as well as the time range. Next, we'll create strategic goals and initiatives aligned to the time frame of the strategic plans. These can be conveniently visualized on a Gantt chart. Board natively supports the creation of multiple scenarios that can be fine-tuned and compared with what-if analysis capabilities. This allows me to explore multiple options and assumptions for the strategic plan. Once a scenario has been chosen, I can use it to seed my yearly budget with cascading targets for revenue and profitability. Let's take a look at revenue planning. Board can support multiple models, offering flexibility for different industries and types of business. In this example, I can see the $669 million target inherited from strategic planning and the variance with my current budget. I can use different drivers to precede my budget, for example, previous year, default percentage growth, as well as predictive models. Using the quick layout mode, I can also change the view of my budget. For example, I might want to move from a regional view to a product view. Now, let's leverage the latest AI and ML algorithms to generate a predictive plan for demand volume that is based on historical data, as well as external drivers that might impact my budget, like promotion, weather forecasts, or holiday calendars. Once I'm happy with the budgeted demand, I can complete the revenue plan by fine-tuning the profitability of my product families, modeling the cost of goods sold with a standard costing approach. The entire planning process is governed by an approval workflow. As a sales manager, I can submit my revenue plan for approval. As an approver, I can easily approve, reject, and even comment to request specific revisions. The submission status of a budget or a forecast can be monitored in real time from the Workflow Monitor. It covers all the main FP&A areas, from revenue planning to headcount planning, OpEx, capital planning, and allocation. When it comes to revenue planning, I can clearly see 3 sales managers' plans have been submitted for approval. 1 has been approved, 1 has been rejected, while the third one is still pending approval. Next up, let's do some OpEx planning. Board allows me to quickly initiate my OpEx budget by using different drivers. The budget baseline for each department can be reviewed at a glance in the main view. Specific accounts can be locked for data entry, and this means their budget is estimated through a driver-based approach. Telephone costs, for example, are estimated as standard cost per FTE multiplied by the monthly FTE. Similarly to what we have seen for revenue planning, OpEx budget is also subject to a review and approval process. This screen allows budget owners to submit the OpEx budget for specific departments. Approvers can then field those requests, add comments, and even attachments. After going through some of the main income statement areas, it's now time to look at the creation of a balance sheet statement. In this screen, I can control my main balance sheet drivers and formulate assumptions around available cash, ROI, and payment terms to simulate different types of financial impacts. In this example, we are simulating a longer account receivables collection over the first period of the budget. The impacts of these changes are visible in real time in my full balance sheet and cash flow statement. Finally, let's look at reforecasting and how we can rapidly generate rolling forecasts and scenario plans. In this screen, I can seamlessly manage multiple versions of my forecast and seed them using my budget or previous forecast version to instantly establish a baseline. I can then make assumptions and change accounts to model my forecast. I can also create multiple scenarios for each version of my forecast to stress test operational and financial drivers, modeling their impacts in real time. In this instance, I'm simulating an additional scenario for my forecast with increased DSO and reduced APO. This immediately recalculates my income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow. Comparing the new scenario against my baseline, I can definitely see tangible impacts on profitability and liquidity. Now that's intelligent financial planning, only from Board. Learn more at www.board.com and request your personalized FP&A demo today.